It's time once again, baby. Another episode of This Old Outboard coming right at you.
Those carbs, they look too new to be from 1990, 21 years old, something like that. I mean, it's not impossible. But look at the ones I got from 1992, you know, they look like they came from the 70s. Then if you go on eBay and do some comparisons, nothing on there looks as great as what the ones I got. And there's some issues with those carbs and the schematics not matching, but the part number matches. Anyway, I'll explain it later. With some visuals, baby, with some visuals. All right. Man. Phew. Like, why are my knees and legs so sore? And I'm like, oh yeah, I've been crawling in and out of her boat all frickin' 2 weeks. Jeezle peasel. Whew. Alright, so I've got to fix this real quickly. I got my fixing control shirt on. So this puppy's going in the water tomorrow. Got a guy coming over. He's gonna help me out. Alright, I think, I'm just gonna fire it up, kind of go through it a little bit. See, if I need to do anything else before it goes on the boat. Alright, let's fire it up. Fast idle, check my choke work. I might have to do some adjustments. It should be running faster than that. That's fast idle. There it goes. Just the cable needs a little adjustment. See, it's slowly. Slowly going back. Gotta tighten up on this thing again. Key switch works. Let me tighten this thing again. Tweaking. Alright, so I'm going to do a little adjustment here. turning my idle screw. Not on the carbs or anything, the timing idle. And just trying to find the sweetest spot I can find. You know, with those big ass pistons in there, this thing's gonna rock around a little bit. Now I'm gonna rev it up, but it won't go in gear. Alright, Mr. and Mrs. Gaines is here today, and I think we're going to put the 55 on his boat, take it for a test run, and he needs some bearings. We're going to get that done first. So it looks like we're going to have fun today, baby.
Oh yeah.
Alright, so Steve and Jennifer are running up to the parts house to get new bearings. And meanwhile, I'm going to put a couple of plugs, or pull these plugs and see what's going on. And swap them out. I don't have anything new. I've got some, the NGKs that'll fit, that are probably new. Work. I don't know. Anyway, biggest problem is the whistling noise came back. It seems to happen when I advance the timing. So here's a couple of NGKs. BZ7HS10. I think these might be a match. I'm going to check, but they're brand new. Give it a check and see. NGKs will fit. So as the story goes, he watches the videos all the time. And he's like, man, I'd like to have that 55. And I'm like, well, it's all rebuilt, new gaskets. I can't find anything wrong with it other than that little hairline crack, which I never believed that had anything to do with anything. I said, I need to get it on the boat and test run it. But my back situation is not, you know, I'm not dealing with that the way my back is screwed up. So he goes, well, I'll bring my boat over. We'll put it on my boat, run it. And if everything's fine, I'll buy it off of you. And I'm like, sounds good to me. He's like, you don't have to do any of the work or anything. You know, bad back and everything. I'm like, well, let's try it out. So that's what's happening. And unfortunately, he had the bearing problem on the way here. So he went to get the bearings, and hopefully that'll get done. And we're just gonna hang out anyway, and just, you know, goof off and work on this crap, get it on the boat, and maybe even go to grills or something, who knows. So that's how the story goes. Wasn't sure this was gonna happen, so I haven't mentioned it. But the way it worked out, you know, it's cool. It's yesterday when it started whistling again. Come over here, put your ear here. You can't, there's nothing, there's no whistling sounds coming out of that motor. If it was a bearing, it would be going and resonating out of that motor. That's why this is called a silencer. So I come over here and I'm like, well, I hear it over here. And then get out here and it gets quiet and I come over here and it's loud. And I'm like, where in the hell is this coming from? So I don't think there's anything, you know, all new gaskets, everything's torqued down. I don't think there's anything other than this fuel pump. And I read somewhere, because I did a little, did a little research, you know, motor making whistling sound. Seems to be very common with Mercuries, but they never said the fuel pump. Then I read one guy said something about fuel pump whistling. So it ain't gonna hurt to change it, see what happens. Alright, well, Steve had to run up to Home Depot, pick up some washers, spacers, something for that thing. Meanwhile, I got this puppy hooked back up and fired up. See what's going on. Oh man, I got two back aches and they're both on the same side. I'm too fast at pulling that quick start lever down. Gotta leave it up for a minute or so. Down now. I gotta get the fan on it. Too much smoke. I was just about to do a whistle test. See, no, it won't whistle unless I rev it. Hear it? Now you tell me where it's coming out at. It don't, you know, I just fired it up and it don't whistle till it starts to warm up. Now listen in the front. You don't hear nothing coming out of there.
That's a weird whistle, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, I cried all night long. My eyes just drained.
I don't know.
Now let me slow it down and see, you know, I mean, it's right there. It sounds great.
It sounds good.
Let me slow the timing down. Rev it up with the, let it clear out a little bit. Okay, now I'll use the handle. See how it goes away. Well, there it is.
Oh, I just heard it.
A little bit. That's about the same, right? Maybe a little less.
It is a weird whistle.
I know, it sounds like something's rubbing.
It does.
But listen, it doesn't get faster with the RPM.
No, it
doesn't go.
Right.
You know, it stays the same.
Steady, yeah.
It's only after you pull back.
Yeah, it's not when it's running. I say to hell with it, run it till it blows up.
Right.
That's how I roll.
Right after you pay for it.
Right?
Let me try and back off of it a little bit again.
I don't think you can take the time much further down and still run.
It's less though.
Yeah.
It's real short now. Just a little squirt now.
Do you hear it when the hood's on?
I never tried it with the hood on. But, I mean, when you're on that side, any chance it might be that fuel pump?
It could be. It's either that or maybe, I don't know. I want to say like a
it
bearing
gets
or
shorter
something,
and shorter the less
but timing.
Yeah.
Right. So
that's why, you know, the first on that video, I said, you know, I get rid of it, pull the timing way back down. Plus, when you change that timing, it hasn't, you know, all it's done is come farther away from my roller.
right.
You know, so I can actually move the roller
Back to
adjust up the hair. Let's see what happens there, because that's normally what I do when something gets. And if it gets too far out of whack, I have to take the whole freaking thing off.
Right, and then just start it all over. Yeah, that is the weirdest.
Let's see where it's at now with the roller moved. Just that little bit. Gone.
I don't hear it all now.
It's gone. That's what I'm saying. That's how I get rid of it. Start bumping it up, bringing the. That's the only way I can get the idle any higher. Because right now, to me, that's just dragging.
Yeah, that's too low, right? Yeah.
All right. Damn. He went to put the boat in the water. It's just getting too late to, you know, swap the motors and everything because of the trailer bearings, you know. So he was going to buy it no matter what. He knows the motor, he knows everything I've done and everything about it, blah, blah, blah. He's no stranger to those types of motors. And that whistle noise, I think it's probably coming out of that stupid fuel pump. Just has something to do with the timing. Bumping up the timing real high where, you know, the thing likes to idle real nice. Anyway, that sound is not coming from inside the motor. You put your ear right in front of those two carbs and then it's dead. Walk around the sides and it's loud, and it's louder on the fuel pump side. So anyway, he's not concerned about it at all. So I got it back down where it should be, or you know, normal settings you might say. But it just doesn't like to run there. It likes to run, or idle there, I should say. And that just may be the carburetors. They really probably ought to be boiled out or sonic cleaned or whatever you call it. Spraying them out doesn't always work 100% of the time. He'll be fine with it. He's happy. I'm happy. And I gave it to him for basically what I had into it. Not a big deal. He's a good guy. His wife is great. So we're gonna go out here and ride around, probably go over to Grills or something, I don't know. We'll see. Ahoy!
Catch me if you can.
I was getting killed in all them waves.
Is there a bar on the lake? I'm following you. I think you got me by like 4 or 5 miles an hour.
Yeah, I'm at 33.
I can run right at 30.
Oh shit.
I hope the camera's filming that. Just kick it in gear, run your valve here, I'll get it. There you go.
Yay! Well, we're out of here. The wind is howling. They're taking off. Got to drive back to St. Augustine. I'm going in reverse. Don't know where the hell I'm going here. Man, I hate coming out here in this wind. Anyway, that was good. Had a nice little lunch, a couple beers. Everything worked out great, man. Can't complain. See you later. Thanks again.
Follow the real-life saga of This Old Outboard, baby, and get your subscription today. You never know what's gonna happen next. Oh yeah, baby, tons more stuff coming your way.
Damn!
It's This Old Outboard,
I
baby.
got soaked.
You know the channel. Oh yeah, baby. Don't forget to subscribe.